This episode is sponsored by Squarespace. I used Squarespace to build both Basics with Babish and bingingwithbabish.com. On the sites, you'll find recipes, equipment lists, other news, and updates. All beautifully designed, if I do say so myself. Get 10% off your first Squarespace order by visiting squarespace.com/babish. Oh, I know. Hey, everybody. I'm very excited to introduce to you Andrew Jr., the newest member of the Babish family. Okay.
Hey, Billy.
All right. That's okay. Really botched that.
It takes a lot to botch a cheesesteak. He's not a chef, but he's got what it takes. Just make one with ketchup from a movie to get Philadelphia f***ing angry. He's just a cook. He's just a cook. He's just a cook. He's just a cook.
Philly cheesesteaks, the official dish of Philadelphia. It is an amalgam of meat, cheese, and bread that has captured the imagination of the Philadelphian people. I put ketchup on it, ketchup and mayo, I think, but that's what they said, that's what they wanted in the movie, so I was recreating what was happening in the movie, but I understand these are Philadelphians we're talking about. I screwed it up. I did it wrong. All the hot spots in Philly, they take ribeye and they shave it very thinly using a deli slicer. And at the time, I didn't have that. I just had a knife like a normal boy. I cut the meat with the grain, okay? That is why it could end up chewy. By slicing across the grain, the meat fibers are so short that it becomes very, very tender. So today we're making proper Philly cheesesteaks. I'm saying that with some confidence. We'll see. Tony Luke's is one of the more popular steak places in Philadelphia, and there are Tony Luke's right here in sunny New York City. So we have hit one of those up. We got some test batches. All right. Two different ones here. One with Whiz, I can see which one that's gonna be, and one with White American. I am more of a White American, literally and figuratively. Let's get a cross section going. Tony Luke's was skimping today, I think, a little bit. And if I were any more hungover than I currently am, I'd be upset. That's the Whiz. I like the Whiz, that's good. But I do think I'm gonna enjoy the White American a bit more. I like the Whiz better. I don't believe it. Velveeta, for when you kind of want cheese. We're using this hilariously, outrageously processed cheese to make an even further processed cheese. That's Philadelphia. I'm kidding, I'm sorry. Oh man, I'm gonna be in trouble. You can't leave all that stuff in there. They'll kill me. Have you seen what they do when their teams win? I can't talk. I'm from Rochester. My team is the Bills, the worst fans in professional sport. Okay, 13 ounces of evaporated milk, a term that I continue not to understand. Please don't explain it to me. I want it to be a mystery. Thank you. So you might be asking yourself, why are we using all these ingredients to make something like Cheesewhiz, a processed, readily available product? The answer to that is... So this, because it's sensitive and beautiful and sweet, like me, it needs to be cooked over a double boiler. If you apply direct heat to this, it will explode. All right, so just gonna kind of agitate this until it heats up a little more. And in the meantime, let's make a little light conversation. What's the worst thing about New York?
Skinny rats.
Skinny rats?
I saw one just the other day.
You'd rather have a fat rat than a skinny rat?
Well, remember I told you I was in Union Square and I saw those skinny rats and you didn't believe me?
She's been lying about skinny rats all week, and I don't believe it as far as I can throw it.
Which is probably pretty far, actually.
A skinny rat?
Yeah.
Those things move.
Wait, so they are real?
No! I'm a steak guy, all right? I gotta have my steak, all right? We're doing top round. Some places apparently use top round. And we have a boneless ribeye. Nothing dry aged, nothing prime, nothing like that. Good old fashioned steaks for good old fashioned boys. So we need to slice this stuff razor thin. And in order to do that, we need to freeze it a little bit. And in order to do that, we need to put it in the freezer. It's fine. Don't worry about the slabs. Don't worry about the ice. Everything's fine. We're fine. It's fine. This is how they do it in Philly. I'm a steak guy. Kendall, I'm a steak guy. All right? What is it? I'm a steak guy. This is where the secret to great Philly cheesesteaks lies. Lies. This is all you need to make great Philly cheesesteaks at home. They're only like 400 bucks. I'm trying to set this so it is nothing short of outrageously thin. We're gonna start with the top round. Woo! That's thin. That's all I gotta do all day. This is my new job now. It's just a piece stuck in a...
Oh, please be careful.
Careful of what, Brad? So this is very lean. I don't know how I feel about this one.
Well, that's a fun thing because people say that. Let me actually tell you because I'm so sorry. If you use top round, that you should fry it in beef tallow to increase the fat that's around.
I'm just trying to slice meat over here, and Kendall's hit me with the Philly facts.
Is that like fake news or?
Don't get political on me, Brad.
Don't worry.
It's fine. You thought I cut my finger, didn't you? Yeah, I did. So somebody call 911. So there's our top sirloin, very lean. Don't have high hopes for it. Let's try the ribeye. I think that's going to turn out much better. What do you think, Brad? You just try to shrug with the camera? Okay, that's pretty funny. This was supposed to be my first job, meat slicing boy. But they found out that I was really a boy. They found out that I was 14 years old and they fired me on the spot. So I was too young to operate the equipment. And I cried and cried and cried. Because I was 14 and I didn't have control of my emotions. And I rode a bike. So nothing sucks quite so badly as getting fired than having to ride your bike home.
I almost believed that story.
It's absolutely a true story.
It's true.
Stop. All right.
What's so unbelievable about that story? Why would that story be made up?
You can ride a bike?
Yes, I can ride a bike, Brad. I'm so insulted by you right now.
Oh, I just didn't know. Maybe I never learned. So it seemed like an impossible thing.
Well, you can't ride a bike?
No, but did you believe me for a second?
What the hell are you talking about?
No, I told you a story that wasn't true, just like you told me one.
I can't even with you right now. I can't do it. I'm not doing it tonight.
It's my last night here.
Okay. I made up that absolutely true story. This is not the first time that I cried on the way home from being fired very quickly at a job. I got a job at LL Bean. You know, one of the requirements there is like, okay, you need to wear LL Bean stuff. I was broke at the time. And my manager at LL Bean didn't seem to understand that concept, that I had to take a loan from my father that he charged me interest on to fill up my car with gas to get to that job. That's how little money I had. So he fired me, but I was so upset that...
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I almost believed that story too.
What's my favorite bread? Are you my favorite bread? Untoasted bread on a Philly cheesesteak, as far as I understand. Untoasted bread. Sometimes they scoop it out. I think I'm gonna do that actually, because I'm gonna really what?
The best part.
All right, first one, I'm not gonna scoop it. We'll make some experimental ones later. So we have our blah, 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 and now it's
What kind of onions are those?
these are Spanish onions.
No.
These are yellow onions. These are
Vidalias, yeah.
You're right. Okay, I'm wrong. I quit. I'm bad.
Can you do it over again? Hey, what kind of onions are those?
Chipotle. Time to cheese our steak. Apparently, when most steak places make their Philly cheesesteaks, they do it over medium-low heat. That way, that you're not building up a crust on this stuff. It's very, very thin. So if you build up a crust on it, it's just gonna be all crust. And to keep it moist, you cook it a little bit lower, a little bit slower. That's why it kind of comes out gray instead of brown. So that's what we're gonna try first time around. Let's see what happens. Cheesesteaks. Okay, beef's down. The onions with the beef. It's not the most appetizing looking thing in the world. So maybe I was wrong about the amount of beef, but better too much than too little. If you give me a cheesesteak that's more bread than cheese or steak, we're gonna have words, because I'm a steak guy. And apparently we're also seasoning at the very last minute so as to preserve moisture in the beef. Any pepper? No pepper, according to Kendall. I'm going to start by spreading some of our whiz on our bread. Steak onto the bread. And of course, we're gonna drizzle it with some more whiz. Whoa, that's a lot. Okay, yeah, it's a lot. It's all right, it's fine. It's a cheesesteak, for God's sake. It's not a steak with a little bit of cheese. It's a cheesesteak. Here we go. There we go, folks. That, to me, resembles a cheesesteak. Last I checked. There we go. Let's get a cross section going here. Oh yeah, that's not enough beef.
You know what might help?
What? Scooping it! Oh. I'm gonna see what those bread guts is all about.
Red meat.
You're right, this is amazing. All right, I'm gonna scoop this. Ugh, is there a better way to do this?
No, it's not, but who's gonna get the meat? My dad used to scoop it all out and then he would compact it all into a ball and then he'd give it to me.
Here you go, sport.
Oh, really? This is really exactly it. You guys gotta see it.
You gotta see this ball of bread. Over here, we're making cheesesteaks. If you're done with your f***ing bread ball. This looks like it's from Tony Luke's over here.
More Cheesewhiz!
Thank you. Cheesewhiz, Cheesewhiz, everywhere there's a Cheesewhiz. Where there's a Cheesewhiz, there's a will to live now. Let's see what we got. Still not enough. I want this to be stacked. So the next one, I'm gonna do the same amount of beef. I'm gonna put it on one sandwich, and you're gonna eat every single bite, Brad. We've been using the ribeye, and now I wanna see about the top sirloin. This is a much leaner piece of beef. So I'm gonna cook it in a lot of fat in the hopes that it will create the same drippy greasiness that you're looking for in a good cheesesteak. And I'm gonna try it with provolone this time. Follow me, won't you? It's not far, it's not a far trip. Let's go right here. I'm not even gonna move, I'm gonna stand right here. I'm gonna operate it from over here. I'm just gonna do all of it, who cares? Who cares? Scatter the onions. Scatter them, boys.
He said to himself.
Huh?
I was just adding a bit of narration.
Okay, you're most welcome to do that. Give me a break from doing voiceover for once.
And with that, Andrew unknowingly gave Brad license to ruin this portion of the episode. More unfortunate still, he didn't know he was about to die.
That's too much beef.
He said confidently, failing to understand that its removal would ultimately lead to his untimely end.
It's a good thing that docking your pay sounds really complicated.
But not as complicated as the dire circumstance Andrew was about to find himself.
You're not allowed to narrate yourself and me in the third person omniscient. Okay, there's a cheesesteak for the boys.
What about the girls?
No.
It's guy food.
You know, Philly cheesesteaks, guy food. Painted nails, that's my thing. Let's see what we got here. We lost a lot of steak. I don't know if I'm gonna like this as much because I don't think the top sirloin is gonna do it. It's good, but it's definitely drier. There's about half as much fat, or even less. So we used extra oil to fry it in. You really need that beef tallow because it's pretty dry. I think the best combo is going to be the ribeye with American cheese and spicy peppers. Let's try it out. Sure. All right. I'm gonna try again. And this time, I'm going for gold. And if I die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. Back onto the flat top we go. What the hell? Here goes the American cheese. And we're gonna grab this guy and we're just gonna go boop. And he's gonna act like sort of a cloche that's gonna help trap steam and melt the cheese, and it's gonna soften the bread too. Now I got these nice sliced hot cherry peppers. These are going to be a lovely addition to our sandwich.
Just trying to get the juices off there. I just want to get the juices off. I want a juicy sandwich. I just want to tell you, I want a cheesesteak.
Sorry you had to see that. Rebecca.
Forgive you.
A little louder, please.
I forgive you.
Thank you.
She's good at making things up too.
All right, I'm gonna take this off the heat. This is already looking to be off to quite a good start. Oh my goodness, yeah, that is ready to go. Season with salt. I'm gonna hit this with some pickled peppers. There we go. Oh boy, that's a lot of beef. Here we go. We can do this. You and me, Andy. All right, it's kind of on there. So now I'm gonna close it up. I'm gonna try to. Seriously though,
It's beautiful.
it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Oh yeah, that's what I want to see when I open up my cheesesteak. That's the one. Steaming this over the beef was key. This bread feels so much more soft. I know it's not gonna like squish out all the toppings the way the last one did. Unbelievable. It's exactly like, you know, the cheesesteak that you think of when you close your eyes. It's perfect. So anybody who says I didn't unbotch this is Brad, what are they?
They're making up a story.
Yeah, they're making up a story, asshole. Thanks again to Squarespace for sponsoring today's episode. They've been a great partner in supporting the Babish culinary universe and bringing my websites to life. From websites to online stores to domains and analytics, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform for you to build your online presence. They also have SEO tools so that your site is getting found and searched by more people more often. If you want to try it for yourself, you can start your free trial today by visiting squarespace.com/Babish to get 10% off your first purchase.